And as polling is underway in all 71 constituencies of Bihar, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has urged voters to ensure their participation in this festival of democracy while taking all precautions against COVID-19. In a tweet, the Prime Minister told voters, "Pehle matdan, fir jalpan." First vote, then refreshment. Meanwhile, a number of prominent personalities exercised their franchise early this morning as the Bihar elections got underway. Union Minister and senior BJP leader Giriraj Singh was seen casting his vote in Lakhisarai. Campaigning for the second and third phase of elections in Bihar has intensified further. Star campaigners and senior leaders are holding public meetings in support of their candidates. Prime Minister Modi will hold 3 election rallies today in Darbhanga, Muzaffarpur and Patna. Meanwhile, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi will also be addressing rallies today at Valmiki Nagar and Darbhanga for the second phase of polls. Leaders of other parties are also holding rallies to garner support for their candidates. In the second phase, polling will be held on the 3rd of November and for the third phase on the 7th of November. Counting of votes for all 3 phases will be held on the 10th of November. And joining us now is our correspondent Yogesh Sheetal, who is covering the elections as they are underway in Bhagalpur. Yogesh, give us a sense of the participation in this festival of democracy as mentioned by the Prime Minister. How enthusiastic are voters there in Bhagalpur? Also, what are the security arrangements that have been put in place in these COVID times? How are people complying by the protocols?
Right, Rukma, the voting is underway in all the 2 constituencies in Bhagalpur. There are 7 constituencies, and Kahalgaon and Sultanganj, these are the 2 constituencies which are casting their vote today. You can see the arrangements. As far as arrangements are concerned, you can see the arrangements. One thing very importantly, let me just quickly let me just underline that women have in large number turned up to voting to polling booth. That is a very important factor, because earlier we were discussing that what are the reasons behind the low turnout, especially in these areas. But we have been witnessing since early morning that women in large number have turned up their votes. We have a family here. Let me just talk to them. आप मुझे बताइए कि कितने बजे आप आई मतदान करने के लिए, कितना समय लगा आपको ओवरऑल
आने में?
हाँ, मतलब यहाँ वोटिंग में पूरा वोट डाल के निकलने में कितना वक्त लगा होगा?
5 मिनट,
5 से 7 मिनट लगा होगा। सुरक्षा ठीक है यहाँ पे कोरोना के कारण? थोड़ा
हाँ, सुरक्षा ठीक है।
सुरक्षा ठीक है, बोलिए। मतलब जो कोरोना के कारण एक डर है कि लोग बाहर निकलने थोड़ा परहेज कर रहे थे, तो आपको लगा सारी व्यवस्था ठीक है?
हाँ, व्यवस्था सारा ठीक।
ओके. So it takes maximum 5 to 7 minutes. As one voter just said that it takes around 5 to 7 minutes to cast their vote. So it doesn't take much time. So if any one of you are watching and have not casted their vote, they can come forward. Now coming to other things, as far as COVID related things, protocols that have been laid out by the Election Commission of India also, and the government also previously, that what are the arrangements? The arrangements, there are a number of arrangements you can see here also. The circles you can see, circles have been drawn to ensure that social distancing norms are being followed, and apart from that also you can see the thermal screenings are underway. The sufficient amount of masks are available, have been made available in all the polling booths. Around 31,000 polling booths are currently there.
So clearly, Yogesh, as you tell us, all amenities in place in order to ensure that COVID precautions against COVID are carried out by voters and officials alike as the elections get underway. That was Yogesh from Bhagalpur. Many